Because the demand on the bearings and the suspension parts, the transmission, just is pounding. If you're, I say if you're one of the leaders or in that star category, I sort of think of racing as a movie. You have stars, co-stars, and supporting cast. And you're from? Where do you live now?
I'm up in Timberlake, North Carolina, which is just north of Durham,
Okay.
North Carolina.
I was last weekend. I was in Raleigh,
Okay.
which I think is south into the west.
South and east.
South
from
and east.
Where I'm at.
That was like Friday. It was what 36 when I got up, and Saturday it was 38. It was pretty chilly.
We've been having wild temperature swings. It's like a couple of weeks ago we actually had a freeze, and it's like, well, there goes the spring crops and all that, because that's it was.
The freezes down here affect. They get after it pretty good. I mean, they spray a lot and let it freeze so it doesn't get below 32 degrees. Now this is exiting the pits just as though we were running the 12-hour course.
Okay.
No passing. And they have speed limits up until just past the window, the walkover. This is turn 1. We'll make a lap and you'll go through turn 1.
Okay.
But this is the actual turn 1 of Sebring. And look at the roughness of the material.
Yeah.
Wait, you'll get to drive. This is part of the original circuit.
Okay.
This little dog leg here is turn 2. This is going to be turn 3. The cone represents the apex of where you want to be on the corner. This is 5. It sort of falls off. That's why you got all that. No. You can tell by the slide, the skid marks. This is all part. This used to be all in here were houses, because this is an old World War II
Army
training
base or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this used to be lined with houses. None of this wall stuff, none of the fence. And the fence they used back in the 60s and early 70s was like a snow fence. With the the wood slats.
Yeah.
The cones represent where you apply the brakes. Now, if you go straight and make the hard right, that's the original hairpin.
Okay.
This has been maybe 20 years they've had this segment here, because what would happen is the cars, if they failed to make the turn,
they had another.
They could actually. I saw them flip over the dirt. And even stop, and they'd have to, address the frame. Now, this part of the circuit takes a change. This is still part of the original. But in the old days, they went past this turn and actually went down the back runway.
Oh, okay.
So these speeds were phenomenal. Imagine if you didn't have to,
slow down.
From the hairpin, you can see the road continues on down. And that's like the original part of the road.
Okay.
Back down there behind that, they used to call it the Webster Corners.
Okay.
And they'll, like, you come out of the corner and you aim for the tower. As a driver's aid, that's what you do.
My brother says they bring jets in here to scrap or tear apart and disassemble.
I don't know.
mentioned something to me about that. We have a couple of airports up around where I used to live at, Kinston, North Carolina. They tried to make it into a international hub, and there's just no population to occupy it, and they were hoping that either FedEx or UPS would hopefully
make it a hub.
Yeah, and nobody wanted it because it was too far away from any population.
You know, the lane, the fast way is over here, but people dive bomb here to make the corner.
Okay.
The thing about the cone, that's where you want to be. You want to be right on the cone as you exit the corner.
Same on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's called the apex. And this is part of the original runway. In fact, they've moved this over because the concrete was over there. So they made this bigger. You know where you're at, so to speak?
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
Some of the 12-hour races at Sebring.
Oh, you've been to the race?
No, I have not. Have not been to a race, but I've seen it when they televise.
Oh, okay.
They haven't been doing that recently, I will admit, or at least I have not seen it on.
No, they had the 12 hours televised. Look at that, boy. It's not a good feeling. Yep.
One more time around.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
They let us off the track because they got real racers.
Coming through here, there's a cone in the fence. That's where you want to almost drag your mirror on the concrete wall. Feel there's some compression dips through here. If you're further out, they're more pronounced. They bet Marco Andretti that he couldn't take turn one flat out, and that they'd in a prototype. He did. Step on you. Look for your cone. That's when you come across and you aim for the apex. Guys, they'll lay back and run. I'm in the same predicament with my little black car. I'll let them get way ahead. I think the people behind me sometimes are all in the same mode, and we come tearing into the corners. You literally come right across that, and you come across here, so it's more of a straight line.
Okay.
But it's hell on the drivetrain.
That's a truck it can take.
Yeah. So true. you're sneaking to the bottom. I'd call you a catfish. When I teach driving, if you go to the apex too early, I call it your bottom feed.
Okay.
You want to hit the apex and let the car track out, and then if you aim for the tower, it's a straight line. And when you come through here, you always want to try to brake straight, so you make the line to the corner as straight as you can. Now it's just stand on the gas until you get scared, or you go through, because this is a double corner. So you usually enter way here to make the arc smooth, and then across the corner, and let it go way to the right, and then back to the left, right across the curb. See, then you can come into the corner pretty straight. And you want to leave this corner. Look where the cone is. See the apex? See how hard it is to get back there? See how that guy moves over so he gets the better. Yep, there you go. Now you turn late. See how hard it is to get to that?
Yeah.
A lot of discipline. But by getting to that, you get a better draw.
Okay.
In some circuits, a corner like that, for every mile per hour you pick up, it's worth 2 miles per hour here. So if you picked up 4 or 5 mile per hour on your exit, hell, that's 10.
Yeah, you're farther ahead.
It's all about going fast.
Corvettes have multiplied. I didn't see that many when we first arrived yesterday.
Well, this kind of an event, and see what they do. This is a 12-hour corner. That over there is someone else's configuration. But we recommend that you come right around the bottom. So you're going to have to come into the pits if I have a... Yeah.
Yep. What are you saying? Get the hell off this track.
No, you're going to go all the way down the pits.
Okay.
And at the end of the building, you're going to take a right. Jackets. There you have successfully completed 2 laps at Sebring. Are you ready to go out and set a new track record?
Not in this thing.
I joke and tell them I set the track record. I hold the track record for Chevy Cruises.
Okay.
It's all a lie, but
Hey.
nobody there to dispute it.
Alright, where am I at? Here I am.
Don't hit the black car. That's all I ask.
Newfangled
I know.
gadgets help out a
Yeah.
shitload. Okay, thank you.
Like I said, now can you go out and set a new track record? For the Duramax 2500.
I wouldn't bet on it.